I'm so excited. I'm here with Parmigiano Reggiano and Ravinder.
Cooking with you, what a dream. So I am making Paneer and Parmigiano Reggiano Gnudi with saag, preserved lemons and pine nuts, and it's delicious.
Paneer is a kind of ricotta.
It is.
But I haven't seen any ricotta. I'll see
So
the milk.
we've got milk, right? We're making paneer. So this is kind of almost coming up to the boil.
We used to make also ricotta like that when we actually had some milk started to go off. Not to chuck them away because I never throw them away anything.
No.
We used to bring it to the boiler, I squeeze a bit of lemon inside and that lovely ricotta. And we used to put some bread inside the plate and we used to put them on top for breakfast. Oh my God,
Delicious.
That was nice.
I'm going to pour in the lemon juice, turn it off, and it'll start separating and curdling very, very quickly. Normally at home, I would leave it for about half an hour, and then you just strain it.
Oh my goodness, look at that, look.
And then I've just got muslin-lined sieve, and you're going to keep the solids and get rid of the whey.
Do you know what? You bring my memory back. This is so homely.
Tie up the muslin, you leave it to strain.
Right.
You kind of squeeze out as much of the water as you can once it's nice and cool. I've actually made some paneer already.
Oh, all right.
So we can pop that one aside and then you end up with this beautiful paneer. Look at that.
Oh my God. Can I test a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Oh gosh, look at that.
I watched a documentary that really inspired me. In around about 2000, people weren't going into the dairy industry anymore. So Italy began this immigrant program where they were getting farmers from North India, which is my ancestral state, Punjab, to come and work on the farms in Italy. So now a lot of the cheese that is being made in Italy is actually being made by North Indian farmers. So I thought, well, let's get something that's very Indian, the saag, spinach, paneer, but do something Italian because it is a story of two cultures integrating, coming together. So this dish is a love letter to those Indian Italian farmers. So now look, you have this beautiful crumble, okay, and then into that, I'm going to add this beautiful Parmigiano Reggiano.
That's good.
So two cheeses coming together.
Concerning Indiano Italiano, yes.
And then into here, about half an egg yolk. Into that, I'm going to grate some nutmeg because I love the flavor of nutmeg. And the lovely thing about the Parmigiano Reggiano is that I'm not just using it for the cheesiness, I'm almost using it like a seasoning. This is going to give it lovely saltiness.
It is incredible because when you eat, you don't feel it's too salty like some other cheese. It's just nice. It actually has got that sweetness in it.
And then you just knead it into a dough. And this is the kind of thing you want to get your children around the table. You all want to be making these together like the Italian nonnas would have, right?
Yes, yeah. In Italy, probably we would have put the spinach, but this is the work we used to do. But also we will add the nutmeg inside as well, and the cheese as well. So in a way, it's almost...
Well, I think Italian and Indian culture is very, very similar. All about the mamas, sharing food and eating together. Family, exactly.
All these bring my memory back.
So once it all comes together, we can start making the gnudi. Where does the word gnudi come from, Gennaro?
Well, it's gnudi is nude, it's nothing, it's naked.
Yeah,
except because it's so simple.
What you do is you just take little balls of it, about 10 grams or so, and you can start to roll them.
Fantastico. Do you want me to do? Shall I help you?
I am going to get you onto making the saag. It's a North Indian spinach sauce. I've got onion already there.
Yeah.
I just need chopped garlic, very finely chopped chili and grated ginger.
All of the ginger you wanted, yeah?
Oh yeah, all the ginger.
God, the smell of the ginger is
great,
incredible.
Right? So you can see I've got these little ones that I made earlier. And what I've got here is semolina.
Yes.
And you want to kind of make them a few hours before you boil them because what the semolina does is it kind of sucks up the moisture from the cheese.
And they keep them together.
Yeah, and it helps keep them together for when you boil them.
Oh gosh, the smell is incredible. The garlic and the ginger.
Yeah.
An explosion of a flavor is incredible.
It just always reminds me of home. Just such a lovely thing.
But now it is, because we are cooking together. Well, you cook it and I'm helping. It's part of the culture, it's part of the family.
food is all about people, right?
Yes, it's always been like that.
You look at something like Parmigiano Reggiano, and it's about provenance, it's about where it comes from, but more than that, it's about humanity. When we eat a recipe, it should reflect the people who've made it.
Yes, indeed.
Now we're going to make the sauce. So this is saag.
What do you call them?
Saag. So
Saag,
it's made
yeah.
with spinach, but actually I make it with so many different greens. Sometimes I use cavolo nero, sometimes I use sorrel. You know, whatever greens you have, you can use. And I'm going to use ghee because ghee has this beautiful sweetness to it. It's got a really high smoking point, so it doesn't burn as easily as butter.
Fantastico.
Let's sizzle some of this beautiful cumin. And this is going to give it this lovely earthy flavor.
Yes. Can I?
Yes, please.
Exciting.
Cook the onions until they're really lovely and sweet.
Oh, yes.
So I want some spice. So I've got a whole green chili here. You could use peperoncino as well if you wanted to.
I love a peperoncino. But always I find that the peperoncino, the peppers, is a spice, like you said.
Yeah.
It's not because they have to be hot, because you start to sweat. They give you that kind of a balance.
You know, Italian cookery is very simple, right? Few ingredients. And Indian cookery can sometimes be so complex with so many spices. But this is actually very, very simple. You only really have one spice, just the cumin. It's all about patience because you're looking for layers of flavor. So you want to cook that cumin first in the thing. Then you want to cook the onion. That's going to bring sweetness. Then you're going to bring this heat of the ginger and the garlic and the chili.
The way you explained it is like a poem.
Recipes are poems, aren't they?
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Poems that are passed down from one generation to the other. And
once I start to cooking, you know, everything come up. Oh, beautiful memory, my mom, my father, my granddad.
Absolutely.
And then we start to share it. And this is what you actually doing.
Because I think when you're an immigrant as well, you come from one place, you want to protect and preserve your traditions.
Yes.
But then when you find home in a new land, you're also taking the ideas from that land and you weave them together and you create something that's new, that is still you, but it's also about your new home. And this is where recipes like this come from.
That is amazing.
I think you can go in with this now. So ginger, garlic and chili.
Oh yes, this is nice.
Now, while that's happening, should we boil up some of our gnudi? I've got some water. Should we bring this back to the boil? Now, in with this beautiful spinach puree.
Amazing.
Some salt as well to season it up. And then, of course, we're going to do what we do with risotto. Butter, cold butter into that at the end. Just beat it and it's just going to be beautiful.
What a beautiful recipe. Thank you. It's really
nice.
nice.
My pleasure. I hope you're hungry.
I am. I can't wait.
I like to make this dish feel really, really healthy. And, you know, we're all iron deficient these days. We want to get our greens in. So as well as this beautiful spinach sauce, I like to use some very Italian greens, cavolo nero. And all I've done is, in a little bit of olive oil, some chili, some garlic and some lemon zest, which is another seasoning for me.
I love special lemon zest.
You're from Amalfi, right?
Yeah.
So of course you love lemons. So this is going to be at the bottom of your bowl, then on top this, then our beautiful gnudi, and then more Parmigiano Reggiano, some preserved lemons, some pine nuts. It's just a wonderful dish.
I can't wait.
Right, so how many of these do you fancy eating?
Well, I'll have at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I put them in.
Put them in.
Lovely gnocchi, gnudi. My gosh, I love it.
And then in the meantime, this spinach looks like we can probably take it to the side. I'm going to take some butter. And that's going to go in. And you can even take some of that water and add it in. It's the color of the farm.
Yes, I love it. The green, the color of the farm. You're amazing. You are amazing.
You're amazing. This
Gosh,
is a loving.
we are amazing.
This is a loving. I love it.
That's good. So we put some ghee as well. We use a ghee to put them inside. In Italy, we use a butter, we use oil, but in a way, it's there. My gosh, I think I put them too much, but you know, I love it.
Your eyes are bigger than your
Yes, they are.
Same as me,
Also, the belly
always.
is bigger.
So take some of this beautiful spinach.
That is really, really good.
I need to eat cavolo nero at least once a week. I just love
gosh.
it. And then, Gennaro, for a bit more unusual acidity, I have some preserved lemons.
I love a preserved lemon. We don't use a lot in Italy,
No.
preserved lemons.
I'm only going to use the rind.
Where I come from is lemons everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
We preserve them more in a sweety way.
Yeah, beautiful.
By using the zest that everything goes. But we love it.
And it just gives a nice bit of saltiness, but acidity as well.
It's good. Oh my goodness, look at that, look. Ah, yes.
Stunning, that's exactly what you're looking for. And you don't want to crowd the pan like we have.
No, well, I go greedy.
It's almost like having the filling of a ravioli, but without the pasta, right?
Yes. Oh gosh, do you know what? I almost was going to do that and eat one. No, it's going to be a little bit too hot.
It's surprising how many of these you can eat, actually.
I eat them all. Fantastico. Oh, now a little bit.
So just some of that ghee.
Ah, yes.
Stunning. Now we're just going to finish these plates off with our garnish, which is the preserved lemon. And pine nuts, because you want a bit of crunch, and I like being really generous.
Pine nuts is very Italian as well.
Yeah, very, very Italian. And then, of course, the crowning glory is our Parmigiano Reggiano.
Of course.
Exactly.
Gnudi,
So
they're
nice.
warm. And then when you put a Parmesan on top, they grab it, they're sticky. They get up full of
look at
flavor.
that.
Oh my goodness me, this is good.
And it's just seasoning the dish, giving it balance.
Can't wait, can't wait. So,
Look at that.
this is mine, and holy chocolate. Yes.
I can't wait to see what you think.
There is no word I can say.
Oh.
It's so
Two cultures,
nice.
one plate. India, Italy.
all
Cheers.
together. Salute. That
Beautiful.
is really delicious. And with the Parmigiano on top, Parmigiano Reggiano, it creates such an atmosphere. And this is what it's all about. What can I say?
It's been such a pleasure to cook this
I have
dish
to
for
give
you.
a hug. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you. If you want the recipe with this gnudi, just click the link. You will love it. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait to taste it. You got no chance.